Welcome back to Mike's Garage with the Cobra. We're going to go to a Honda demo day today on a rainy day and hopefully have no equipment failures and have a nice ride.
Wouldn't that be nice?
We will see how it goes. You've got navies.
Of navies, I think the pairing is overriding
The pairing is overriding what?
the directions, the spoken directions.
Oh, it actually speaks it to you in your... Nice, okay, well that's something I would turn off.
It's just keep on nice. All right.
Ready when you are.
Yeah, so I can follow the directions because it's not super sunny day.
Yeah, that's so navigation systems, that's another, there's a subject we could discuss. Yeah, forever. So I recently had a gentleman on one of the, one of the forums I'm following on Facebook, both for personal and professional reasons. There's a gentleman that was asking about his navigation system on, I think it was a 14 wing, and he was asking if like how to update the maps on it, and I had to deliver the bad news to him that like it's something you can do, but in order to do it you have to jump through a bunch of hoops to remove the license check that occurs when you try to download maps onto the module, because the module is a Garmin, and the Garmins did not they're not open source, so you can't just download any map file to them. It's got to be a signed map file from Garmin, and it has to have that license on it. And there are ways to get around it, but they're pretty involved, and yeah, they take lots of time and effort. And I told him, so I mean, basically you can do it if you're really tech savvy or if you want to take the time, but if you're looking for a quick and easy fix, the easy fix that pretty much every other rider uses is just to put their own CarPlay module on the handlebars or mounted somewhere else on the bike, and forget about that thing. And on top of that, the display that Garmin used, I was surprised by this, but the display they used for that system is a terrible performer in the sun. It fails after a while as well. They get what's called what people are calling a tearing effect, which is just where pixels on the screen begin to fail, and it leaves this kind of paper tear look. But the thing is, that's something like if I owned one, and my intention is to actually try to do this at some point, to create a product to solve that problem, replacing the screen with a more modern version that allows it to run with a better LCD screen or some other technology that is more visible in the sun, because it being supplied by the power from the bike directly and not having to go through a charger or whatever, or having heating issues, does present a significant advantage over using your phone. But I'm also considering it might just be better to find an off-the-shelf Amazon special CarPlay module that already does all of those things, already has a better screen, and just kind of fits in that area, and then 3D printing a bracket or something to just make it fit, so that you can simply update it to a newer system. Because there's a gentleman that's done that with the GL 1500s. It's not a navigation thing, but where the radio normally sits over the top of the filler for the tank, he 3D printed this jig that like you can custom cut out, so you can fit whatever module you want to buy on it. And he also makes versions that come with blanking plates that are designed for specific products off the Amazon market. And I thought that was a really inventive idea, although that system I'm not a big fan of, largely because you have to look all the way down to your tank to see it. But I mean, if you're being safe about it, I guess it's not my favorite way, but it would work. And it's certainly more integrated than something else. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And if you can integrate it with a CarPlay module, then all you're doing is essentially mirroring your screen onto that module, and you just get all the updated info.
And what I'm doing here is got my belt going in that, I can see that it's actually talking to me. This is nice. What are we doing? She's been hit with a side before.
Yeah, no surprise there. Yeah. Yeah, that's another one. I mean, in that video I did in Hawaii about riding in the rain, that was something that obviously came up. My phone was what I used most of the time for navigating there. And it, as soon as it gets water on the screen, it thinks something's touching it, and it starts doing wonky stuff. And then that's super distracting. So it's definitely better to have an integrated navigation module, I think. But there are so many products available online that you can get to just put on bikes that are really decent quality, especially for the price. And they do pretty much everything you'd need, even some fully potted ones that are totally weather sealed. The problem is that when you've got a bike like these ST1300s or a Wing or any other large fairing, you've got to do a bunch of custom cutting and wire routing, which, I mean, you're going to do that with pretty much any integration that you're going to do for any kind of additional equipment. I mean, guys do that all the time for charger ports and whatever. But with a navigation module, especially if you're trying to put controls on the bars, there's not a whole lot of room for those. So you end up doing like what the cops did with your bike, where there's a completely different switch set that replaces the original. And that's, I think, a much better integration. But yeah, it's a pain. And so it's not a perfect solution. But that's why I want to try to make use of the existing equipment, because then you're not rerouting things. The engineers from Honda already did the work for where that stuff is supposed to go, and as long as you can fit it to the correct space, then it's all good. Like on this thing, I would imagine there's probably a bracket that goes here that you can set a GPS right there, and that would be the right place for me because the windscreen protects it the whole time.
That would be a wrong assumption.
Really?
There's nothing behind this. This is two pieces of plastic that are screwed together, or put together with these little what do you call them, body nuts or whatever they're called?
Right, but putting, what I mean when I say putting, like you'd be drilling holes into it, yeah, and the bracket itself would hold itself to the superstructure.
That's what I did with this, is I custom made a little aluminum bracket for this, and then pop riveted it to the plastic. So that's what's holding the display for the little.
Your camera system?
Yeah, the camera system. So this display also has the capability, if you use the modules, telling you what your tire pressures are. Although it's so small that I have trouble reading it. But it gives you,
yeah, that's also a challenge.
It gives you GPS speed.
Are we taking the left lane? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of problems can be solved by, I like the sticker. Did you see the tint on the back window on that Cybertruck? It was, no, it was just Elon smoking a blunt on Joe Rogan's podcast. Yeah, I don't think I'd like that all the time, especially when it comes with the Jeroma. Yeah, you can certainly smell that part. For those watching, the Jeroma is what we call the smell of the cow manure, because Jerome is a pretty agricultural heavy town in Idaho, and every once in a while that smell doesn't stay in town. Oh, yeah, it's here right now. Is the smell with us in the room? It is, yes. Yeah, we're not driving a BMW with. Okay, we're not driving a BMW car with the recirc that automatically kicks in if you cross paths with a smell. Nope. And that's the right way to handle that. If you screwed it up, just go and re-navigate. Don't try to abruptly change lanes. You're gonna invite catastrophe. Ah, well, happy accident.
And initially they told me to go left.
Yep.
That's the other thing. Scan when you're on a motorcycle. The things I look for in traffic is front wheels. Is that the ones that turn?
Yep.
And so they're also the ones that indicate movement before the throttle action.
I remember that lesson from you when I was learning to drive. Ah, very well. And we have arrived at the destination. So we will see if they're doing the demo day. Oh, there's a wing. Oh, that's the guy that was over in Garden City.
Where did we park?
I don't know. You want to park next to the wing?
Okay.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go over here and park in the parking lot.
Okay.
These look like they're for sale, don't they?
Yeah, they sure do. Do you want to park over by the wing?
Yeah, let's park over there.
Oh, I was going to park the other way around.
Oh,
You know, because it's a motorcycle and like you have to be going the same direction, man. Oh, that's a, oh, this one's for sale.
Is it one of the ones they've got for sale?
It looks like it, yeah.
It's got a cup holder in it.
And not a very good one. But hey, the rain's finally cleared. I wonder if they're going to do the demo day today. We'll see. Thanks for coming along, folks. I hope you learned something. And if you didn't, or you think we missed something, let us know in the comments.